we need to factor this one. And it looks like we've got two different variables in here. I've got m's and I've got n's, so I need to account for both of those, and I've got lots of numbers here. The very first thing when you come up to one of these that you want to try to see is if there's anything in common that they can all pull out. And this one's got an n, and so does this one. Unfortunately, this one doesn't. And there's no n in this one. So what we're going to do, now we look at our numbers, 5, 35, and 150. Well, 5 definitely goes into all of those. So the very first step that we're going to do here is to take out a common factor. Our common factor that we're going to take out is 5. And I have to take it out of all of them. And you notice that you know that you do it right if you can take and distribute this 5 and come back with your original expression. So 5 times m squared is 5m squared. 5 times negative 7mn is negative 35mn. And 5 times negative 30n squared is negative 150n squared. So we're okay. We haven't changed the value at all. Okay, all I did is take out the common factor. Now that I've done that, what we can do is factor what's left inside of this parenthesis. Okay, and that seems a little bit weird because we still have an m and an n in here. Well, we're going to use a very traditional method, the one that we've used, you've been doing all along, with one slight wrinkle here. Right here I have this one, this is in standard form, this is in the correct order, alphabetical order, m comes before n in the alphabet. But just for this middle term, I'm going to flip that around. I'm going to rewrite it so that the n comes first. And I put it in red here just to kind of signify that, okay? Now what we're going to do is, in a traditional one, we would go what two numbers multiplied together give us c, but add together give us b. We're going to do the same thing here, only it can't just be a number, it's got to be a variable as well. So we need two items that multiply together give us c. In this case, c is negative 30n squared, okay? But adds together to give us negative 7n. And the way that we do that is we go and list all of our numbers for negative 30n squared. Two things that multiply together give me negative 30n squared. So I've got them all listed here. Now I have to look at these and I say, okay, which one of these will add together to give me negative 7n? Let's see, this one would give me a positive 7n. This one here, these two here, would give me negative 7n. So those are going to be my two factors here. So now I can write this down, and we're going to start with m because we know that's what we're going to end up with here is m squared. Now then my other factors here are just 3n. I'm going to write a positive 3n here, and then I need a negative 10n. And that's it. That's my answer. Now this 5 does stay with us because we need to be able to multiply all these back together to get my original expression. And the only way we can do that is if we leave the 5 in there. So this here and this up top here are equivalent. They have the same value. The difference is this one is already factored for us. Okay, and that's what we're practicing right now, are the factored forms.